Facebook world, it's your girl Mindy C coming at you on a Wednesday night. I'm going to make some sesame seed crackers for you tonight on Wednesday nights. I'm sorry about that. Some noise was going on in the background. My name's Mindy and I am from Michigan. And if you're live with me, drop me a 1. If you are on the replay, you can drop me a 2. If you want to follow me, you'll see the 3 buttons right up there. You can hit the 3 buttons, follow, see first, and you'll never miss one of my lives again. And again, my name is Mindy and I'm from Michigan. If you are on the live stream, you'll see that red live button box over there in the corner there. So sesame seed crackers tonight, you guys, super easy. Hey Lisa, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Hey Adrian, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Tracy. Super duper easy. You need 6 ingredients. You need some almond flour, some sesame seeds, some salt, some pepper, couple egg whites, and some butter. That is it for this. So fairly easy, fairly quick. This is going to make up some nice crunchy crackers for you. This recipe should make up about 48 little crackers. Hey Sheila, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey Rachel Pena, nice to see you. Well, I know it's not Rachel Pena, it's Rachel Scott. Nice to see you. Hey Todd John Shipman, how are you doing? Hi Lisa, thank you for sharing, Lisa. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's get at it. Super duper easy. Almond flour, butter, 2 egg whites, sesame seeds, salt and pepper. That's all we're putting in here. The first step is we're going to put 2 egg whites in, get a bowl. You'll need a mixer. So I've got my mixer here. So you'll also need a mixer. You'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You'll need a cookie sheet and a couple pieces of parchment paper. So 2 egg whites is going in the bowl. Hey Sheila, how are you doing? Nice to see you. 2 egg whites going in the bowl and 8 tablespoons of butter, you guys. So this has 1 stick of butter, 8 tablespoons. I'm using unsalted butter, but so I'm going to add a little extra butter besides the salt that already goes in because I'm using unsalted butter. So 8 tablespoons of butter, softened, and 2 egg whites. Ooh, I got butter in my face. I just flung butter in my face. What the heck? All right, so this is where we're going to mix it. So once we combine the egg whites and the butter together, we're going to put everything else and stir it up, and then we're going to make the dough ball, and then we're going to roll it out and cut it, and then we're going to bake it, and that is super easy. Hey, Barbara, how are we doing? Hey, Suzanne, nice to see you. Hey, Kat Martin, nice to see you. Sesame seed crackers tonight, you guys. So super duper easy. It has 6 ingredients: salt, pepper, sesame seeds, almond flour, butter, egg whites. That is it. So the egg whites and the softened butter, I'm going to mix these together. So hold on a second. It's going to get loud up in here. So just blend this stuff together. There we go. It'll go really fast and easy. There we go. That looks about good. Okay. There we go. Doesn't take very long, you guys, to get that butter and the egg whites incorporated. And you don't want to whip the egg whites too much because you don't want it to turn into a fluff. So you just want to incorporate that softened butter and the egg whites. It'll look like that. So that's about it. And now we're going to put the rest of the ingredients in the bowl, and that's it. Hey Mary, how are you doing? Hey Sherry, how are you doing? You got me live. Nice to see you. Hey, Marianne, how are you doing? Okay, sesame seed crackers. I've got softened 8 tablespoons of softened butter in the bowl. Egg whites. I've beaten it up with my hand mixer. I'm going to put about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper in there. Again, if you don't want to put no pepper in there, you don't have to. And again, you can alter with other flavorings. So if you want to put some parsley in there, you want to make rosemary garlic crackers, you could do that too. These are just going to be plain old sesame seed crackers, and that's it. So there we go. So a little bit of pepper. So now I'm going to put about 1 teaspoon of salt in there because my butter was unsalted. So I want to make sure that my crackers have a little bit of flavor. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Put that over there. I've got 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. That's going in the bowl. And then I've got 2 1/4 cups of almond flour. And that's going in. And then we're going to mix it up with our with our spoon, with my spoon. Let me grab my spoon here. So that's super duper easy, you guys. 2 1/4 cups of almond flour, 8 tablespoons of butter, 2 egg whites, 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds, some salt, some pepper. That is it. That is your cracker recipe. And I'm just stirring it up to combine all of that wet ingredients into the almond flour. So we want to make sure that the salt gets incorporated. So just take it, and it's a softer dough, so it stirs around really good. So super easy to work with. Now when you roll it out, it's not going to be the type of dough that is going to stick together. So it's going to be a softer dough. So just don't be alarmed about it, because we're going to roll it out on our 2 pieces of parchment paper. Let me move this out of the way. And so just make sure you stir all those ingredients. So again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Mindy from Michigan. I am making some sesame seed crackers tonight. Super duper easy. First step, grab a bowl, 2 egg whites, and 8 tablespoons of softened butter. So if you use butter with salt in it, then you won't use, I put a teaspoon of salt. So you would want to go half of the salt if you use salted butter. So super duper easy. First step, 8 tablespoons of softened butter, 2 egg whites. Combine that with a mixer to mix it together. It only takes about literally 35 seconds. And then add 2 1/4 cups of almond flour, some sesame seeds, some pepper, some salt, and you're done. And you're gonna get this nice soft dough. And then we are going to put it in between 2 pieces of parchment paper, and we are going to roll it out. So again, this dough is a super soft dough, so don't think you did anything wrong. Hey Gary, Uncle Gary, how are you doing? Hey Robert, nice to see you. All right, Mary, you got it. You got the crackers. Hey Kathy, how are you doing? Hey Lois. Hey Mary Dodd, how are you doing? Hey Sharon, nice to see you. Hey Kim, nice to see you from Mayfield, Kentucky. Hey Mary Ann Gillespie, nice to see you. So there you go. Super duper easy. Again, it looks like a frosting consistency, but again, we're gonna roll it out, and we can even mash it out a little bit with our hands first. So let me get all this goodness out here, but super duper easy recipe, you guys. Couple egg whites and 8 tablespoons of softened butter. Mix that together, and then once it's mixed together after about 35, I'm sure you could do it with a spoon too if you wanted to. I used a mixer. So, and then you just put all the other ingredients, salt, pepper, sesame seeds, and some almond flour. That is it. And then you're going to get 2 pieces of parchment paper, and you are going to put this dough ball right on the parchment paper. Put the other piece of parchment paper right over top, and then you can mash it down with your hands. It's really soft. And then I'm going to get my roller out, and then which my roller is already out. So I got my roller out, and then again, I like to make my parchment paper a little bit longer, and then I can hold the parchment paper so my parchment paper doesn't move. So that's a little trick that I do all the time. So I see people doing live cooking videos, and their parchment paper is going all over the place. So I always make a little extra so I can hold it with my hip so it stays secure. That is it. So we're just gonna roll this out just like that. It's that easy, you guys. Super duper easy. And again, they're gonna be crackers, so you don't want them too thick. You want them fairly thin. So let me get that. There we go. Let me get that. So this dough is really soft. It rolls out really, really well, you guys. Super duper easy. Hey, Bill McCollin, how are you doing? Hey, Mary Jo, how are you doing? Nice to see you on a Wednesday night. I am making some sesame seed crackers. Super duper easy. If you're just tuning in. Hi, Diane Clay Ferguson. Nice to see you on here. Wednesday night crackers. So I just got home from work. I haven't had any dinner, and I have a work meeting in about 30 minutes. So I wanted to cook something quick, and then I'll just grab some leftovers in the refrigerator. I only ate one of those ham pockets last night, so I do have one of those left over. I can have that, or I can have some ham slices. you know, or whatever I want. I got some chicken wings in there in the refrigerator too. I like chicken wings. I might make some chicken wings. There we go. Roll this out, and you can feel it. You can feel the thickness, but you want to get it all even. And again, you can see it. This is going to make quite a few crackers. I'm not going to worry about the shape of putting it in. I'm just trying to get it on the shape of the cookie sheet. So you want to make sure it's going to fit on your cookie sheet, because you're going to use the bottom piece of the parchment paper. So we're going to peel the top layer off, and then we are going to use, I'm just feeling it for its thickness. And you can see how much we got here. So you can see a nice big circumference for the crackers. So you should get at least 48 crackers. So you're going to cut it, you're going to score it 6 times and then 8 times across to get 48 crackers. Mine's going to be a little off because I don't have a perfect rectangle or anything. Hey Gina, how are you doing? Hey Catherine James, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey Catherine Gorley, nice to see you. Catherine Gorley Fluker, nice to see you on here. I always miss the last name. Sometimes I look real fast. Nice to see you on a Wednesday night. But that's what I got for you guys tonight. Super duper. So if you're just tuning in, I'm making sesame seed crackers tonight. Super duper easy. The first step was 8 tablespoons or a stick of butter. And you can use salted or unsalted. I used unsalted, and then I added a little extra salt into it. So first step is 2 egg whites, 8 tablespoons of butter. Combine that with a mixer in a bowl, and then you're gonna dump some salt, some pepper, some sesame seeds, and some almond flour. That is it. And then you put it between 2 pieces of parchment paper and roll it out. And that looks about good. This is going to make a lot of crackers. Let me put this thing over here. So we're going to peel off this top layer, and then you can see that's a big recipe right there. Whoa. So be careful. Don't do that to what I just did. See, it's a very soft dough. So you want to make sure. I'm just going to cut that off right there, because we're going to add it in, because the butter is making it really, really soft. So there you go. Just like that. And then I'm just going to bring that together a little bit. And then you're just going to cut them just like this. And we are going to put it right on the cookie sheet. So just like this. And then when they come out of the oven, they're going to break apart because they're going to be scored. This is what's called scoring. So you are cutting it before it goes in, and that way, that's what they do with graham crackers. They score it, so then you can break it apart when you get it out of the box. So that is what. So I'm getting a lot of, I'm making a lot here. We're making a lot of crackers. I've got more, obviously I've got more than 8 wide. Shh, there goes my dogs. So I'm making a lot of crackers here. So this is a pretty big order here. So, and again, they don't have to be perfect, you guys. They can be off different shapes, different sizes. If you're a perfectionist, then by all means, you can shape it out exactly into what shapes you want. But I'm just cutting squares in here just like this. And again, it's a very soft dough, so it will tear easily. That's why we're working right on top of the parchment paper right here to make sure that it stays. And there we go. So there we go. We've got all of our scored almond sesame seed. Hi, Mom. I don't know if my mom's on here. Did I miss my mom? How much almond flour? 2 1/4 cups. 8 tablespoons of softened butter. Oh, well, let me see. I'm gonna cut this because we're gonna this. I don't think this will fit on the cookie sheet. So I'm gonna cut this right down the middle of one of my scores because we're gonna use 2 cookie sheets. There we go. So I'm gonna put that on there like that, and I'm gonna get another cookie sheet that way because I rolled it out a little bit too big. There we go. So now I'm going to use 2 cookie sheets. There we go. So if you can get it all on one, I used 2 there. So 8 tablespoons of butter. Sorry, 8 tablespoons of butter, softened butter, 2 egg whites, and then you mix those in a bowl with a mixer. And then you are going to add 2 1/4 cups of almond flour. You going to add in some salt, some pepper. I used 1 teaspoon of salt because I used unsalted butter. So if you used salted butter, then you will put in about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. And there you go, sesame seed crackers. These are going to bake at 350 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. Check them when they get golden brown. You want to look at them and you want to rotate the pan halfway between because they will cook on one side versus the other, so you want to rotate the pan. Super duper easy. I'm going to put these in the oven right now. My eyelashes are getting burned off right now. There we go. Those are going into the oven. That's it. That's what I got for you. Hey, Nella, how are you doing from Calgary? Nice to see you. Hey, Cheryl, what's going on, Cheryl? Hey, Carol, nice to see you. Ola, hey, Patrina, hey, Susan, hey, Enrique, nice to see you. Hey, Lynn Campbell, hey, Pamela Gibbons, nice to see you. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Jackie Truesdale. Nice to see you. But that's all I got for you tonight. It's super quick and easy recipe. I'll go over that recipe one more time if you want to get a pin out because I can't get to the recipe right away because I've got a work meeting. So it's going to be 2 egg whites. And it's going to be 8 tablespoons of softened butter. I used unsalted, so you can use salted. I have both, but I wanted to get rid of some of that unsalted butter I've got in there. And then you are going to put a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds, and 2 1/4 cups of almond flour. So the first step is to put the egg whites and the softened butter in a bowl, mix it up with your beater about 35 seconds to incorporate the butter into the egg whites, and then you put the almond flour, the pepper, you put everything else in the bowl, make that soft dough, and you're going to put it in between 2 pieces of parchment paper and roll it out, and then you are going to score it with a pizza cutter or a knife before you, so you're going to cut your crackers before you put it in the oven, and then when they come out, they'll break apart for you really nice and easily. And that's it. That's the sesame seed crackers tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't even see who said that. Oh, Marianne, thank you for, it's boot season. It's boot season. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. Super duper easy recipe. So I hope hey Paul, how are you doing? Hey Sandy, nice to see you. Hey Leroy Defoe, nice to see you. Hey Don Lamana, nice to see you. So if you're just tuning in, I just made a sesame seed cracker and it was super quick and easy. So I definitely will put the recipe up there, but it's probably going to take me a couple hours to do that because I got to go on a work call right now. Yeah, super duper easy. So crackers. So you can even make these crackers the size that you want to. So if you want to make bigger crackers, you can make a little bit bigger. You just cut them in bigger sizes. So if you want to use them for cheese and salami, or or you can make the smaller ones like I did. So I use them more for snacking than anything. But if I want to do, like, if I'm having a party, I'll make them a little bit bigger, so then you can grab a cracker and put some cheese and bologna on top of it. You're welcome, Mary. You're so welcome. But that's it. That's all I got for you. So as soon as I get a chance to put that recipe up there, I'll put that recipe up there. And that's all I got for tonight. So until next time, you guys, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.